My parents, they didn't really see it in me. Like, I used to get violent at home, but they didn't understand because they're from Italy and everything. Plus, they don't speak the language very well. So a lot of the times, they didn't understand what I was going through. It wasn't like I could approach them. And I noticed
Tony had no one to reach out to at home, and he had a lot of frustrations during his parents' divorce proceedings. He kept his emotions bottled up while he was at home, so Tony took out his aggression in school.
I didn't go looking for fights all the time, you know. When I was with that crowd, most of the time, because they were doing it a lot, you know. Plus, there was girls there, so you have to show off. So a lot of the times when I was with them, I found myself getting into those situations where I had to intimidate people.
With low self-esteem and a negative attitude towards others, Tony became the school bully. Another common characteristic among bullies is that they choose to associate with others like themselves. When Tony was 16, he found his gang. Tough friends encouraged him to beat up on a classmate, so Tony began to stalk a victim.
And I took it into the cafeteria. There was an assembly, and he was watching the assembly, so then I went up to him and I started hitting him. I had him in a headlock and I started giving him shots, and then my friends got in it, and they started hitting him too. Then after, it was broken up by the teachers and we were pulled away, and we were taken into the office where I got suspended for, I think, 2 weeks or something.
That school couldn't deal with his violent behavior, so authorities sent him to another school, and Tony kept being shuffled between schools. Without steady friends, Tony found himself living the image of a tough guy. His rough boy image led to drugs, and 2 years ago, it nearly cost him his life. He was rushed to a hospital after a drug party. A nurse told him he nearly suffered a heart attack.
When I heard that I could have died, that sort of scared me, like a lot. I started hallucinating. I started seeing things that scared me, you know. So after that, I heard about this program, Caritas, and from my mom's boyfriend, and then I came in.
Tony was 17 when he joined Caritas, a Latin word meaning love. It's a 2-year program in which young men, 16 years and up, seek counseling. Partly funded through the Ministry of Health and Social Services, the clients volunteer themselves into one of 3 homes. 2 of the homes are in North York, 1 is in Orangeville. And it's here they learn how to handle their aggression and other behavioral problems.
Now we're seeing individuals who are in their late teens, early 20s, who are really, their egos are very fragile. And as such, they are very angry and are often destructive. And this way, these individuals who come in, we have to be very gentle with them. We have to gain their trust. We have to gain their respect. We have to listen to them. We have to be honest with them and firm, consistently setting good boundaries that are negotiable.
Now I could deal with my anger a little bit better. You know, I'm not as violent as before, where when I came in I was threatening people, you know. I still had the tough guy image. Now I can deal with my anger, you know. I'm able to do things responsibly. You know, I can make my bed, I can cook, I can do all those things, I can clean. So I'm becoming more independent in a way, more mature.
The heart of the program is its group therapy, and it's here that Tony learned to deal with his anger towards his family.
I talked to my dad today. Like, now my relationship with my dad is good, you know. Like, we started laughing on the phone. We started telling jokes too, you know. Like, he was, so I can't say it here, when you guys are, but it was nice. You know, I'm happy. I can say now that I'm happy. I noticed when I was in here, I seen a lot of things that scared me about myself, you know, and I wanted to change them. So in here, I was forced to break down the image and rebuild a new one, you know, like to reveal the real Tony.
During his 2 years at Caritas, Tony discovered that he has a talent. He drew this and had it carved. His new idols are artists like Michelangelo. Now 19-year-old Tony hopes to enter Ontario's Art College and to begin a new life.
Perfect.
Well, it's time to catch the wave or you'll wipe out. That's one big message marketers heard Monday, how to catch the big wave of telecommunications. Our Vince Torrieri says it was a packed house as marketers listened to a new media surfer's guide to the electronic marketplace.
Interactive TV is but one of the latest in marketing trends, and over 400 marketers packed a convention room on Monday to hear the warning of Gary Arlen, president of Arlen Communications. His warning, stay afloat by tuning in.
The new media surfers reflects the fact that every few years there's a new wave of technology, of services, be it cable TV and then video discs, video cassettes, satellite TV, now interactive TV, now smartphones. So there's always a new wave. And the trouble for any individual company is to figure out which wave to catch. You know, just like surfing, you hang 10, you wipe out occasionally. Sometimes you sit on the beach waiting for the next great wave to take shape.
In the process of trying to catch the big wave, intercommunications, such as picture phones and two-way TV, may redefine the marketplace and how advertising works.
Interactivity is inevitable, that there is going to be a whole new world of ways people shop and entertain themselves. This great convergence is going on right now, and now is the time that a marketer should become involved.
And getting involved is what many marketers say they plan to do.
The conference is very interesting, particularly to me as a marketer, because we're always looking for new opportunities and new emerging trends and how to reach clients and customers. So it presents a lot of opportunity for that.
I think it's fantastic. I've learned so much in the last 2 days that I could be back to my class and then the future of direct marketers.
But today's students may have an upper hand over their teachers. Namely, because the video generation, as Arlen sees it, is on the forefront for the interactive demand.
Video games redefine how we look at entertainment. The fact is the video game business, is larger than Hollywood right now. And the fact that there's a whole generation has grown up expecting the TV to interact with you. As you push a button, something happens on the screen.
It started off as fun and games, but the video generation has gone beyond that demand. As Gary Arlen, president of Arlen Communications, tells us, tune in, turn on, and
get ready and go.
Vince Torrieri for DMA TV.
And now let's take a look at the schedule for Tuesday.
The city's half shut down for the World Cup semifinal now. It will be just about completely shut down for the final this weekend. A lot of casual fans will be watching on TSN, the sports channel, but a lot of Europeans and Latin Americans will be watching coverage in their own languages on CFMT, the multilingual channel that has been handling the non-English, non-French feed. There's a real stretch for CFMT, and so far so good. Hamlin Grange spent the day at the station.
It's hours before kickoff, and the sports department at CFMT, the multilingual television station, plan how to cover one of the biggest sport events of the year.
Before going to the second half, we can show some visuals of what the people, how the people are preparing the party.
I guess a minute and a half, 2 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Reporter, host, and producers decide which stories to tell viewers watching the Italy-Bulgaria match.
There's still a lot of criticism about the coach. There's still a lot of criticism about his strategies.
Alf de Blasis says covering the World Cup is a big deal for the small station.
This is the largest project I think we've ever attempted.
And he expects to get a lot of viewers.
We have the ability to reach about 6 to 8 million people. That would be ideal if that kind of a number came across. But I think we're probably looking. I think we'll probably be happy with 1 million, which I think is realistic.
The game is beamed in by satellite from Dallas. That's the important part. But getting to the fans, the people of Toronto, is left up to reporters and camera crews like Vince Torrieri, Jeff Halligan, and Ray Cormier.
Okay, great.
This is Vince's second World Cup. He covered the last one 4 years ago for the Italian newspaper. But this is television and a lot different. The first stop is Little Italy. Vince, what are you looking for today?
I'm looking for a blessing from the priest at the local church that's up the street here. He's revolved his wedding schedule, everything, baptism, so he can watch the soccer game this afternoon. I'm also trying to get this accordion player that hopefully will be out here.
Sometimes things don't always work out the way you plan.
We missed the priest. He probably went already to watch the game.
There's also no accordion player, but this will do just fine. Back at the station, the kickoff, and the broadcast goes off without a hitch.